What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we will continue the Gauntlet series for the Beyerdynamic Freebird earbuds. Next up on their in their Gauntlet will be the Bowers and Wilkins PI7s. This should be a pretty interesting comparison video. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, we're back in. We've got the Beyerdynamic Freebirds going toe to toe with the Bowers and Wilkins PI7s. Before we get into the nitty gritty, let's talk price of the PI7s. First started, they were at $399. I've seen them as low as $389 right now. You can get them on the Bowers and Wilkins website as well as on Amazon. The Beyerdynamic Freebirds, they go for $249, and you can get them on Amazon. Sorry. As always, I will leave a link to in the description so you can take advantage of either one of these if you are interested in picking these up. Okay. So with that being said, let's move on to specs. As far as Bluetooth versions, the PI7s rock 5.0, whereas the Freebirds, they rock 5.2. Now, as far as codec, both of them support SBC, AAC, and aptX adaptive. However, the PI7s also support aptX HD, low latency, and classic. So you are very well rounded when it comes to the code aptX codecs when it comes to the PI7s. Both earbuds do have active noise canceling. Uh, they say, excuse me, but the Freebirds, they say that they have the transparency mode. I believe all of them do, but Beyerdynamic definitely promotes their transparency mode, uh, whereas the PI7s, they promote their adaptive ANC system. All right, moving on, we talk about battery life. Now, for the PI7s, they only get up to 4 hours on the earbuds. That's some of the lowest battery life on the earbuds of any earbud I own. Like I said, you get that, but when you combine the case, you get up to 20 hours of playback time. As far as it does support quick charge, 15 minutes will get you 2 hours of playback time, which is probably one of the top features, one of the top rates rather, as far as playback time on for quick charge that I have on any of my earbuds. And of course, the case supports wireless charging. We go over to the Freebirds. You can get up to 11 hours on the earbuds, which is tops on all the ones that I have. You can all, well, with the case, you can get up to 30 hours of playback time. Of course, the case supports wireless charging, and of course, they have quick charge. 10 minutes would get you up to 70 minutes of playback time, which is pretty impressive in their own right. All right, if we're talking water resistance, the PI7s are rated at IP54, whereas the Freebirds are rated at IPX4. All right, they, excuse me, as far as fast pairing support, PI7s do have it. However, I'm gonna say no on the Beyerdynamic, the Freebirds. They do not have it. I mean, I had no problem pairing the devices, but they do not have a fast pair feature uh, in the excuse me, in the earbuds. Okay, and as far as special features, we do have Alexa built into excuse me, Alexa built into the Freebirds. They do offer I guess they wouldn't call it a handoff feature, where it will can if you have two devices that are paired to the earbuds, you can just go ahead and switch from one to the other but you do have to go into your Bluetooth settings and then turn it on that way. It's not a it's not actual multi-point, which I'm hoping that they will include in an update in the future, because that would be great basically. As far as the PI7s, they do not have multi-point pairing. However, they do have an audio retransmission feature with the case. We basically, what happens is if you're in a situation where you're using an a device that does not have Bluetooth support, say like you're on an airport or in an airplane, you're on in a mid-flight and the mid-flight movie comes on that you want to watch, you can pull these out. They come equipped with a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter jack plug cable. So you will jack it into the airport, into the airplane's 3.5 millimeter input. You plug into there. You run your USB-C into the case. You make sure you have the earbuds on, and you go ahead and you hit this button here. Hold that down, and then what happens is the audio will then be retransmitted through the case to the earbuds, so that way you can utilize the earbuds and listen to the movie and everything like that, which is a very awesome feature to have if you are a traveler. um, I think the only other earbuds that I have that has that feature is the LG tone free FP9s. I think they're the only other ones that have that retransmission feature built in. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the earbuds here. So let's go ahead and grab one of each. All right, and as you can see, oh, I dropped that one. Two totally different form factors, but they kind of I don't know, they kind of resemble themselves, how they have the two-tier setup here, where you got the base here, which it gives you that ergonomic curve, which will fit and sit in the ear well. And then of course you've got, with the PI7s, you have your pedestal here with your Bowers and Wilkins logo on it. I'm getting ready to say Bang all of a sudden. Don't mind me. All right, so you have your Bowers and Wilkins logo on the pedestal, but here, this is your touchscreen. I mean, your touchpad to execute functions with these earbuds. They have it raised up so that way, obviously, there is no mistaken in tapping that and activating any functionality there. Whereas when you look at the Freebirds here, they too have a lower level, which will go into the ear well here. It's also very ergonomic. And you have the top layer, okay, that protrudes out, but then they have their touchpad is raised a little bit. You can see it's just raised just enough where you can uh, definitely find where that touch spot is to activate any type of function. Okay, both very unique styles. They definitely went against the norm when they when both companies engineered their devices. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and pop these in, and we're going to take a picture so you can see exactly how they fit in the ear. Give me just a moment. Grab my phone here. All right. Grab my camera. First, the PI7s. Let me make sure that came out good. Okay, that did came out good. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the Freebirds. All right. So first up, we're gonna take a look at the PI7. So zoom in a little bit. As you can see, You got your contour. It's curved in here. It takes up your whole ear well. Fills up nicely. It's a very light earbud. And of course, you can see where the touchpad is, how it protrudes out, where exactly you really, literally, you cannot miss uh, tapping, tapping on that touchpad to execute any type of command there. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna take a look at the Freebirds. Oops, let's go back. All right, as you can see, again, it takes up the entire ear well. Of course, you have the top area, the upper portion of the earbud, and of course, you got your touch strip there. I'll call it a touch strip, but you got your touch area there on the strip where you can execute any type of commands and everything. Both of them were very light in the air. I feel no fatigue or no pressure with the earbuds in. Getting good seal from both of them. And excuse me, sorry about that. And they just feel very light, very nice and comfortable. I have worn both of these for long periods of time at work. Never had any problem with them. So they're very comfortable earbuds if you're interested in acquiring either one of these. All right. So what we're going to do up next is we're going to go ahead and get one of these sets of earbuds paired up, and we'll take a look through the app. You know what? We're going to start with the PI7s first. So we're going to go ahead and get them paired up. We're going to dive into their app next. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, we've got the PI7s already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into the app. I'll walk right past it. Isn't that a shame? All right. So as you can see, they show a picture on the main page. They show a picture of the earbuds. So we can go ahead and tap here at the bottom so we can connect. All right, now that we're connected, it brings up, let's go back, let's slide up, it slides up everything. It gives you the name of the earbuds and it shows the left, right. It's only showing my right one, so let me go ahead and put that left one in. I want to make sure that one is properly represented. Let's go ahead and pull him out now. All right, there we go. So now you got, that usually doesn't happen as a side note. All right. So of course you got the name of the earbuds. You got the left, right, and case. You got their battery strengths for each. Then you have your noise canceling right below there. Let's go ahead and pop these in because they do have a wear sensor, so they will recognize when the earbuds are in, and they will give us access to those functions. All right. Now we have them in. They just recognize that they're in. All right, so we got act. So now we go a little lower here. You got noise cancellation. You can turn that off and on. We'll turn it on. You can tell the difference with it. And of course, you have the autos feature here. If you select that, it will automatically change the strength of your noise canceling depending on your surroundings. Then, of course, if you don't want to do that, you have the pass through option. You can turn off noise canceling and put on ambient pass through. And then you can turn it down if you don't want a lot of ambient noise passing through, or you can turn it all the way up and more ambient sound will be passing through, or you can just go to natural, as close to natural as you can get, and it will give you a combination of the two. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on noise canceling. We're going to leave that on for the sound test. All right. So moving on, if you slide over, you got your connections here. Basically, all this is show it allows you to switch between the devices that you have already have the earbuds paired to. As you can see right now, they are set for my Surface Duo 2. Now, of course, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of down here. I have it set for my my laptop, and of course my Tab S8 Ultra. tablet. So I can switch to either one of those on the fly. That's about as close to multi-point as you can get. It's not multi-point at all. Let's put it that way. There is nothing there. Of course, if you hit the red dot here or the three dots, you can select how you want it to pair when you pull them out of the case. Right now, I have it set on last connected device. So when I go to these again, it will remember that it was last connected to my phone. So it will go and reconnect to that one first. Um, so you can. I like the fact that you can select which one you want them to pair to first when you go into them. And of course, under history, like I said, you have your where we can switch between the devices. If you hit those three buttons, it allows you to delete those those options. Have the earbuds forget those devices that you once had. Say, for instance, you gave away your a tablet or something, and that tablet was on the list. You can go out here and remove that tablet. So that way, it's not looking for it every time you pull out the earbuds. It's a very good feature there. All right, so moving on. Here you have your soundscape, which is basically just ambient sound that you can use to decompress, relax, or anything like that. You have only 8 of them. You can just go ahead and hit and play, and it will give you that sound. And more of a like a I don't want to say meditating, but more of a relaxing type of situation here. They're very good. They sound very crisp, and yeah, you can definitely if you enjoy that type of ambient sound, that's this is for you. All right, and of course, if you see the clock here, you tap on that, you can tell it exactly how long you want it to play for, from 5 minutes to an hour. You can even turn it off so it doesn't play at all. And that's it for that one there. So we move on. We go to our final page here on the app. And of course, you have your settings. We give the name. You can change the name of the earbuds. And then, oh, hold on. I want this. Sorry, I've been trying to get this right for like ages. All right, so now, okay, now. So now you can go in there and change the name. And of course, you got your wear sensor option. You can tap on that. You can turn off your wear sensor. You basically what the wear sensor is it's here inside the ear tip, inside the earbud. It's about right there. I don't know if you can see that, but what it does is when you're listening to audio, you turn it. If you take the earbud out, it will pause your audio, and then when you put it back in, your audio will resume. You can turn that feature on and off here. And of course, you have your software updates. Okay, everything's up to date on these earbuds. Actually, I haven't had an update for these earbuds in quite some time, so I think they're about due. Whoops, sorry. And then, of course, you have your about option here, which will take you and give you all the information on the earbuds. Okay, so that being said, what is missing from this app is an EQ, a graphic EQ or something, some sort of equalizer is missing from this app. And for the price, I would think they would have that, but that's something that we will take into consideration later when we do the sound test. But for right now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get these guys swapped out, and we're going to take a dive into the Freebird app and see what it has in store. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in, and as you can see, we got the Freebirds already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into their app. All right, their app is called My App, MIY, basically meaning uh, make it yours acronym. So right now, we'll rate it as a 5. No, not right now. All right. So what we got here is we have a firmware update. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and run this update, and then we'll jump back in. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. Update has been completed. So let's go ahead and dive into the app. As you can see, you got the battery levels of both left and right earbuds. Right below that, you've got the picture of the earbuds themselves. Then, of course, you got the option to disconnect the headphones. They call them headphones because, of course, the actual Beyerdynamic headphones do work with this app as well. All right, moving down, you've got your noise canceling mode. You have it off, on, and transparency. Transparent rather. I have it set to on. You can definitely tell the difference between transparency and on when you have the earbuds in. But the noise canceling is very good. All right, moving on, you got your low latency features. That's for if you're gaming on your phone or anything like that. You can go ahead and turn that on. The latency is definitely dropped between the what you're playing and what you're hearing. If you're like me and you don't game on your phone or tablet, just go ahead and turn that off. Excuse me, and just enjoy it for music and watching videos. Okay, of course, then you have your sound profile. What you do when you go in and hit that setting, you go ahead and you put the earbuds in, you go ahead and get started, and you'll go through a series of hearing tests. And then once it's completed, your sound stage is created. Now, I'm not signed in yet, but I will eventually. All right, if we go down into configurations, got personal assistant. I have it set to default. As you can see, Alexa is built in. So if you use Alexa as an assistant, you can go ahead and check that in, and then you can just use it. Call for Alexa with your earbuds, and it'll work just as fine. You got default, which I have it set to because I use the Google Assistant on my phone, and then of course you can disable the assistant feature altogether, and it will shut it down. You don't have to worry about it coming back on or anything. Now, of course, you have your voice prompts. I have mine set to English. You do have English and German. Um, Hopefully, with another firmware or not a firmware, but a software update for the app will include more languages. All right, moving down, you got your equalizer. Now, this is not a graphic equalizer, but you do have different presets. You have bass boost. You see how it changes the line. Warm. You got smooth treble. You got the V shape, but this is basically pretty much where I live when it comes to these presets. Then you got speech and brilliance. All right, which highly steps up for the like the those guys who like a more balanced sound. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and put it on original for the test. All right, and we keep going down. You got your factory reset where you can reset the earbuds. And you keep moving down, you've got your information, basically telling you software versions, Bluetooth address, device type, things of that nature. And if you keep moving, let me see, it lost connection to the earbuds. Let me put back on. You might have fell asleep on me because I don't have them in my ear. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let me go ahead. They had they have it where. All right, we're back in. Let me put these in so they will stay on. They don't fall asleep on us. All right, there we go. Okay, now back into the app. Sorry about that. All right, where were we? All right, we were down here at the bottom. Of course, it tells you your information, gives you all the information on the earbuds. Then, of course, you go into statistics. It tells you from how much time you use either earbud, uptime, playback time, phone time, starts, and it says it for both of them. I alternate between them, so mainly I use the left one a lot because I'm on the phone and I use my right ear to answer the phone calls or anything like that, or make phone calls mostly. So the left earbud right now is in the lead as far as uptime. And so that is it for that portion of the earbud of the app rather. If you can see, we got two other sections. If you go to the Y, the logo, it will take you out, give you options where you can go out into the shop on their website, their face, access their face, go to Facebook for Beyerdynamic. You have your contact information, contact them. Uh, you got frequently asked questions. You can go into their knowledge base and see if you have questions. Maybe someone else has already asked them, and there might be an answer out there. You got privacy policy and imprint. And then if you go all the way over to the far right, this will tell you basically your excuse me, your instructions on the touchpads on the left and right ear. You cannot interchange these; they are set already, so you cannot make any changes. It will just tell you if you tap on it, it will just tell you what you do and which earbud to do it on, and basically that's it for this here. And of course, if you scroll down there, you want to open the online manual. You can go ahead and tap that, and it'll take you out to the online manual. And that is pretty much it for uh, the the Beyerdynamic Freebirds, the app, the MIY app for the Beyerdynamic Freebirds. What we're going to do next is we're going to take you in to a mic test on both of these earbuds. So stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Bowers Wilkins PI7s in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bowers Wilkins PI7 in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bowers Wilkins PI7s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Bowers Wilkins PI7s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Freebirds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Freebirds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Freebirds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Freebirds in a crowded location. All right, we're back in. We got the PI7s already paired up, so let's go ahead and jump into some music. All right, let's see. We will go with let's go with Lenny. We're at max volume. Let's go. Lenny Kravitz again. Okay, the PI7s do get very loud overall volume wise. You do got spacious audio. I like that. The vocals are good, clean, but the sound separation could use some work. And it seems like the mids and treble and vocals or treble is pushed forward. The bass is recessed just slightly. Okay. So very good. It's a good sound. Like I said, these guys would be phenomenal if they had an EQ. All right, so gave you my little critiques on that genre. So let's go ahead and move on to. We're gonna go ahead and get into some more bass heavy songs. All right, so let's go ahead with the Hood from Rough Riders. All right, let's go. See, now the trebles and everything's pushed so far up, they almost sounds distorted right at the beginning. Now it sounds better. This is where EQ will come into play. Now the bass is good here, but again, it's recessed just a little bit. You can tell. And you could definitely hear the synthesizer in the background too. So that's separating pretty good. Okay. Um, it handled the bass well. It, like I said, it could use an equalizer. Uh, the vocals are good. They're clean, but they could be better. They could be cleaner. They could be a more crisp. The sound separation um, could be better. Um, but you did get that spacious audio in the Lenny Kravitz song where you heard instruments here on your left, instruments on the right, and he was like in the center of you. So you got that in the Lenny Kravitz song. So I'll give them credit for that. But these guys definitely could use an app. But overall, on those two songs, they were good. They were really good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out. We're going to pair up the Freebirds and run them through the sound test. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We've got the Freebirds already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump into the music. First up, Lenny Kravitz. We already got it tuned up. We going up to max volume. Let's go. Okay. Now, this audio is a little bit more balanced, but not as loud as a PI7's. Not by much, though. The vocals are very, very clear, very clean. Spatial audio, very nice. The instrumental separation is top tier. Very nice. Very clean sounding. Very clean sounding. Um, just a great overall sound from the Freebirds. All right, so um, let me answer this question. Let me pose it. Actually answer my own question here. Would an EQ help these guys? Yes, in my opinion. Um, like I said, not everybody's hearing or sound preference is the same. So, and I know they have a bunch of presets here that you can go through in their app, but EQ will help these guys as far as allowing people to um actually fix the actual overall sound to the way they like it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our second song, The Hood, Rough Riders. We're at max volume. Let's go. See now, when this song came on with the PI7s, it was distorted at the beginning and then it evened out. This one comes out, it's evened out from the beginning. Very clean, very clear. The bass is hitting you. You can feel the bass. And that synthesizer is so crisp. Very great, great sound. Great sound. Okay. Now that's what I'm talking about. I love that. It was balanced. Like I said, the PI7s at the beginning of the Rough Rider song, the treble, the vocals were a little distorted, but then it evened out and it started. It got better. Um, right out the shoot, the Freebirds hit the ground running. The vocals were great, and it was clear, crystal. It was real crisp, very clean sound. The synthesizer, the separation, it didn't sound. There was no muddiness to anything. The bass hit you. Didn't sound. It didn't sound overpowering, but man, that thump really hit you upside the head. So very good sound overall for the Freebirds in that sound test. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we're going to come back with my final thoughts. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in for my final thoughts on this head-to-head between the Beyerdynamic Freebirds and the there I go again, the Bowers and Wilkins PI7. Now, as far as price, that goes to the Freebirds, obviously. Um, and then, of course, when you go into specs, of course, the Bluetooth version goes to the Freebirds. However, um, the codec features definitely goes to the PI7s. They have a wider range of adaptX, aptX codecs that are available to you. Of course, both of them have ANC, so so they cancels each other out there rather. And of course, when you get to the battery, definitely goes to the Freebirds. Water resistance, I believe that would go. Uh, I'll give that would definitely go to the PI7s. And as far as special features, again, you got to give it to uh, the PI7s with the audio retransmission feature with the case here. So, with that, all that being said, um, it looks like we're kind of even there, I believe. But I would definitely, if I had to choose one, I would definitely have to go uh, with the Freebirds on this one, mainly because one, the battery life. Two, you have different EQ presets that you can switch from. Um, and three, the price. So those are the three things that I would, if choosing them, those are the three things I would choose it for. So, like I said, the PI7s are a great sounding earbud. I just wish they had an EQ where you can hone it and make them sound so much better. Uh, these are easily in my top 10 earbuds for the sound and everything. The drawback is no EQ and battery life. Um, and of course no multi-point, but they uh pairing also. So uh but still a great earbud. That's why I still have these in my rotation. I do pull them out every once in a while to play them, to hear them, because I like to be uh, re, reinformed as to why I still have these in my rotation. These guys are a great set, but I would definitely have to give the winning nod to the Beyerdynamic Freebirds. These guys are easily um, going to be one of my top five earbuds as of right now, going into my next top 10, which will be in later on this year. But these guys are fantastic. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out and checking out your boy. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. Um, if you want to stick around and see who's next on the list, on the Gauntlet list for the Freebirds, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when those and other videos I have coming up drop. Then you can go ahead and tune into them. If you have any comments, please, by all means, leave them in the comment section, but just be respectful. That's all I ask. And again, thanks for coming out. Oh, one more thing before we go, you can hit me on Twitter and on Instagram at Ron on Tech. Come on, guys. I want to see you guys out there. Just go out there and find me, join or follow me there. That way you'll get the heads up when new videos is coming down the pipe. Usually I'll drop something in there on those on those pages when I've got a video coming out within the next 24 hours. Uh, that way you guys are well informed ahead of everyone else. So, like I said, again, thanks for coming out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.